Alrighty. Let's get into this, shall we? Yep. Just going to carry on with the alien girl I was working on last week. Taking a bit of a break from the Falcor one. Brow a bit. The head's oddly shaped. I think I need to bring these in. generally the widest part of the head. Bring up the YouTube chat. Hopefully you just can hear me okay. I might actually turn that music down because it's irritating me. Better. Okay. Let's carry on. So you're just kind of elfy, but I have I want to go for like a alien kind of elf. I'll make it her features really sharp. I need to actually drop a resolution here. It's a bit too high. How's everyone going? If anyone's watching, say hi. I did some stuff off screen with this, so like I've just blocked out where I want the body to go and everything, so and put the arms because I wanted to be very I don't know, she's got, I think slowly, like in my brain, must have kind of subconsciously been thinking about it. There's a character, an alien female character in anime called Captain Harlock, or actually I've watched the CG movie, I've never seen the other ones. And, it's got a really cool kind of elven ethereal life kind of look to her. But also, it's inspired by a friend of mine who's actually got her birthday today. And she made me do a Photoshop composite turning her into like a pixie a few years back. So it's kind of inspired by her as well. And shout out to Lauren anyway. Happy birthday, girl. Slightly getting there. Take that in a bit. I wonder if she's still got that pixie photo. That'd be funny. What's going on now? How's everyone's week been anyway? You'll probably see I've changed my schedule a bit. I was too focused on doing the live streams and getting them out and stuff, and I wasn't doing enough kind of time lapses and that. I actually wasn't doing any, so I'm going to try and find a bit of a balance for it. a lot more. The bottom one up, and I'll bring the corner of this. And I've gone back to Tiny Mesh. I did really apologise, but I did it way too early. I was just mucking around, but then I kind of really thought I want to go the whole hog with this, make it a full bust. Just cut over. Quite big eyes. A little bit. Sharpen that up as well. I think I've spoken in previous videos. I generally don't use a smooth brush enough, except for when I'm doing female characters, because you really want to soften those features out. Like I'll build them up and then I'll knock them back. I've got the general shape of one of the body. Notch it down. Trying to make it together. I want to have her holding some stuff in her hands. Like an orb or something with like you know, that small universe in Men in Black that's in the cat's collar, something like that. Or a baby, I don't know, floating kind of little baby. Like it. Just kind of like slightly out of proportion, like longer slender neck. Like longer slender neck. But there will be a method to my madness at some stage. Possibly. Who knows? I might actually up. Stuff at this stage. I'm gonna kind of shoulder blade, scapula. Oh. Down, holding something. Down. Kinda. That maybe. Across your body, like down. Yeah. Up. See what happens. They need to be squared off quite a bit. These are going to be obviously the shoulders. Really squared off kind of look coming up like a bony kind of point. That kind of attach around there. And then it's out and back. Very slow going at this stage. Down or in. Might the top part of the legs. Not sure. So I'm going to merge those down to that. Do I merge the head to the body at this stage? Possibly. Down. Remesh that there. Drop the resolution. That's not right. No, it's kind of like just funneling. I don't know if I should shorten her neck. I actually might. Eyes back down. Or no, she's got buck teeth. Oh. Yeah. That's the wind to snap her neck. pivot, or that pivot, sorry, pivot. That's a bit better. I actually want to make a collarbone. It's quite prominent. Hey, Grace, how you going, mate? Been getting any sleep, or are you still going strong? Doing bad? What was that, mate? All right, you're burning out. You take a step back from it for, I know you like time frame wise, but you probably best to take a step back, kind of, you know, get your brain going, and clear your head a bit. You're going to have blinders on at the moment, and you're not going to see things that you want to see. All right. Oh, okay. Well, just the typical fucking bugs. Can you migrate back to an earlier version? Yeah. It's no good, man. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. I only usually use Unreal for environment pieces and that. If I do any animations for something, I actually do them in the external program, and I'll bring the animation into Unreal. I won't actually animate stuff in there. Oh, okay, yep. It's just not reading the animations or something. Ah, right, got ya. Always bugs, isn't there? Is it a it's not an Axis thing, is it? Okay, so you know when sometimes like you got a flip axis, or maybe the world space is off on the different program you're using when you're bringing it into Unreal. It's not matching up. Is it that? Or the animation itself is just not playing? Okay, got you. Yeah, so it's definitely just not reading it. Ah, yeah, got you. Okay, yeah. That's a pain, man. Manually retargeting shit. Oh, yeah, how'd that come out? I'd just take to it with orb cracks or flatten brush and stuff like that, and then kind of just manually sculpt and stuff. Like just do it by layer by layer. Let's look. Mesh, no, not ZBrush. Oh, it's all Z, Dynamesh it. Right, so if I'm going to do something from scratch, really want to beat it up. So I'd start with trim dynamics. So if I'm doing just like a stone, carved stone or something. Get the idea there. And start that kind of process I was talking to you about the other day. And blur down, put the polish on, remesh it. Then I go on all the brushes, orbs. So go with the orb flatten first, really crank it up. How do you mean would orb fit? All right. How do you mean? Like too thick? Oh, right. Okay, so they're too thin. I've got you. Yeah, especially for a statue, you kind of want things like, say, you got the folded drapery or anything like that. You want them to be really thick to look. How you doing it? I'd rework stuff. So say, yeah, you can show me, mate. Just wondering if you can, if you're able to drop it in here. You want to chuck it in the Discord? I'll bring the Discord up. In my AC Creative NZ1, there's share your work. Where you put it last time, I think. Or if you don't want anybody else to see it, you can just message me with it, mate. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, I love the folds. Right, okay, so you talking about like the hood edges and stuff like that is what you're worried about is too thin? Or are these all still separate layers, or are they one piece? Are they separate, like, so they're one piece or separate? Okay, cool, that's one piece. Okay, so you got that to work with you, but it's that edge of the hood and that you think's too thin? Yeah, okay, got you. Right, so with that, yeah, okay, so, but yeah, obviously you've done the work, so you can't go back to, you can do just surface projection, like you could, let's have a look. Okay, we'll do this. Make a hood. Bugger it. Holy fry. It's going to be rough and nasty. Are you going to texture it in substance or? Because I try and layer materials. I do like a rock one with crevices, and then try and do a PBR that's got moss and so forth growing in the shadowy parts. You can even do it with Quixel Mixer. There's actually a really good tutorial on one of those, I think. All right, so the punch by groups. What you're doing, series mesh. No. Escape. Series mesh. Oh, really? Yeah, I upgraded my NVIDIA the other day and I was having issues with crap. The creator thing and that. Yeah, I don't know. You know, if it's not broke, don't do anything to it. So I'll just remesh this. Right, so obviously you had your hood, and did you just do a dynamic thickness on it? So I'll put some thickness on that. So say, duplicate it. Polyframe. There's a couple of ways I'd do it. So divide, go up, say, sculpt some circles. Shit wrinkles in these, mate. Sorry, this is all just messy. go up a level. Oh, okay. Right, hang on a sec then. Delete. Have a look. Let's have a look. West, accept them. Open. Right. Okay, let's go to nice. Okay, so you want to re-thicken the hood. There's a couple of ways I'd do it. And what I would do for this as a statue. Auto groups. Well, you've still got it in groups, which is great. It's going to make things a lot easier. Okay, so actually, we've got an inner and an outer. It does too. It might take some sculpting to do this, but first thing, because it's all supposed to be chiseled out of one thing, this should be all connected, one piece. It's going to save you on sizing that as well. So how I would do it, I'll duplicate it first. So I can go back to it. I will split him out. Got that. Okay. I will grab all the inside faces. Actually, no, I won't. Polyframe 1.6 million. Right. So I can clean this up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, doing the cape and that marvelous. It was really nice, actually, the flow of it. Now, let's see the Discord again. Let's go back to here. Okay, so you can see his legs and that. And we add him in. Oh, sorry. So first things first, I would actually have the cape coming down here, so it's carved out of the rock, so you don't have separate legs. And that's going to save you a lot of time. And I'll show you how to optimize it real easy. So I would duplicate him. Let's try. Just got him about there. Split it in. Finish this. Oh, it's going to mess it up. This is what it's in sort of like that cheap thing, only upper torso from the side of the hill. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I've got you. So how I'd do it is I'd have the bottom of his cape or his robe, say, blending completely in. So let's just hang on a sec. This is going to look messy as hell to start off with. First thing is I'd get rid of the lower torso for one. Get the upper there like that. Have like a robe coming over it. You want this like those Gregorian monk robes, but you want it in a way. You can make one easily enough with I'll show you in a sec. Actually, it's a real nice little trick. Instead of having to go into Marvelous and do it, you can do it because it's going to slowly fade into a rock and that, and you know you'll lose detail if you're doing that. Okay, so only the upper part's visible. Drop that a bit. On there. I'm just using this to just kind of make this shape. I could have just dragged in something, but right. Cut that off there. Oh. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I've got what you mean. And right, the hidden going to lift this up a bit just to give it a reference that I'll blend it in. I'd cover all this as well with another piece of cloth coming down. I'll show you what I mean. Just like quick and dirty. But I want this. Off that zero mesh. Don't want X on. There we go. Light it up once. Delete lower. Gonna give it a mask. Mask out. Go to dynamics. Whoop. And firmness down the line. Simulations quite a bit. Soft collision on. Now I want something on the floor. Don't want to inflate. Gravity strength, turn it down. Floor collision on. Recalculate. Control Z. Recalculate. Calculate again. Let it do its thing. Strength's not enough. So I'm going to pump it up a bit. Yo, bird, how you going, mate? I'm using dynamics in ZBrush. I'll go out of that and give it dynamic subdivisions. See what it looks like there. Gravity strength up even more. Calculate. Oh, actually, shit, that's way too much. Yeah, oh, sorry about that, man. We'll go. We'll just hide the live. So hopefully you can see that now. Yeah, it's a bit finicky, but you can get some really good results with it. I generally only use it just for initial thing, and then I'll use the brushes. So where are we? Clock move maybe. Drag that down so it's getting that kind of roby thing that you could have hanging over something else as well. These I just use as starting points though. And then I'll actually go in and sculpt proper folds. And I'll also use the actual transposed cloth one. So we'll go down. Whoop. Alt. Do that. Draw. Yep. And move. Got to change it back to normal transpose. Whoop. And I'll just scale that up a bit. Fit it in. Yep. Yeah, it's really finicky how it works. So with this all in here, and then I'd actually get away from the cloth and sculpt it. Like I said, this is really rough doing. Something I'd work out. That angle's all right. That's all right, that's all right. Getting those folds and that. I would apply that. I've got sub Ds, I can go in. They build up. And then really start kind of iterating the cloth. And go up in subdivisions as I'm doing it. Go up. Use paint, use damn standard. Everything like that. Now for get him up the top. This polyframe. Basically, what I'm going to do to thicken it is I'm going to take these inside faces here and here. That should do. Where are we? Groups. Where the hell is that? Have you got a third layer in the middle? All right, I'll have to dynamesh all that. Where is it? Okay, there we go. Right, so then go to move, and this is where it's going to take a bit of reshaping. Well, not so much, because you've give it some thickness, move it probably out a bit. Get my brush, move it in. It's going to be all chunky and yuck initially. Right. There you've got your edge thickness, but you're keeping the shape. And you're going to have to remesh the whole thing anyway. But you want to optimize it as one big model. So then with this dude, solid. See how it's now touching? So it's going to look like it's actually carved together. I'd reshape this tiny bit so it's just off a touch. And there is a tiny gap that looks like it's blended in, but it's connected there. I'd take that back a tiny bit. This one here, I'd bring in, I'll fill all this in. And I'd do it for the whole thing. I'd actually do it here as well. But we'd go to him and drop his resolution. Actually, bring it up. Bring it up. Wow, bring it up a lot. All right. You can, just bring it up so I can maintain your actual forms and that initially. And then I'd go in, trim dynamic, maybe put the intensity up a bit, the brush down a bit, and I'd start finding the planes of the face. And I'm working not in symmetry here at all because it's carved. It's not going to be amazingly symmetrical. I'm just going to show you this for that, like the head part. Let me get back to mine. I dropped some eyes in there too, so it looks like they're carved in. So let's go to append, sphere. Because as a dynamesh, it's going to make it one shell. It's going to optimize it, and you're not going to have hollow, or are you having glowing eyes or something that you're going to chuck something in there with? Duplicate that, move it across. Whoa. And then I would merge them to them. So merge down got the blur on, haven't I? I do. Polish on. All right, so now you're starting to get that statue shape. You do it all across the model. At this stage, I would actually, or around this stage, I would grab the cloak, merge it down to the head. So you've got that there. Blur off again, put the polish on. There we go. You'd have to cut some features back in, fill in holes. So let's grab the damn standard. I found the best one to use is Alpha 47 for cutting. And I would say the same thing when it came to using Unreal, mate. Well, so you really want to cut those in. I'll put strength up on that. Turn lazy radius down. Cut those shapes in. Like where the sculptors would have done it. You know, define it or resculpt as much as you want. I'll link you my Gumroad, man. You can get my UI off there if you want to use it. It's free, so. And then for, yeah, chewing her up on that, I'd go Lightbox, Orb. This is a good one too, Orb Rock Detail. So you want to bump this up a bit and check this out. I'll just do a drag react. So you're getting that. Although I drop it down for the actual face. Actually, what I'll do is I'm just roughing it at the moment, mate. So I will divide that up again so it's a bit stronger. I'm actually going to cut it off just at the shoulders just so I can do this without doing the whole thing. Oh, it's going to crush it. Delete lower. See if it'll work. Yeah, there we go. So we'll just add all this crap. Then obviously go through with your cracks, your fissures, dig deeper, more crumbling looking things. Without doing any No, I just cut the rest off. I'm not using it. I'm just giving an example here. I'm not going to do the whole thing. But it's the same process for the rest. Like I would have gone over the body in that and, you know, done the whole orb thingy with them. Let's go with, then I've got this rock noise one or hammer, which is quite cool. I want to make this quite strong actually, because then we can put real big indents in it. Well, no, it's way too strong. Actually, pinch, rock noise, there we go. So start adding the noise, and this is just a drag react one. Drag it over. It's going to knock it back. It's going to like erode it. Just tapping on it. All right, so once I've done that, we've got there. We've got to fill in those holes. I'd go up again. I'd re-dynamesh it. More. I don't want to blur it. I don't want to polish it anymore. There we go. Make sure there's any holes in that filled. I'd make it very shell-like if you're making it as a single model. See how it's all closed? It doesn't go too far back. I'd duplicate it. Polyframe. Let's have a look. Make it one poly group at the moment, unless you, yeah, because I'm not going to do UVs on this thing. Go half, adapt, ZBrush. Get to its thing. And I know you're using nanite for a lot of them, but still it'd be a lot easier to still have a low res mesh, so you can, you know, do your texturing and that, and bake your textures or your normal map and that. And if it's cool with you, with the model you sent me, I'll have a play with it over the next couple of days, man. See if I can come up with something for you that'll fit in that scene using that model. Just give me something to do, mate, during the day. But like doing what I'm doing here, but I'll do the whole thing. Right, so that's 68, that's fine. And then I'll just do my typical project all, divide, project all, divide, project all. Right, so that's got all that detail from there. See, it looks exactly the same. But this one's now got subdivisions, so you can export a lower poly or a high one and just triangulate it or decimate it. It's up to you, but this is the best way to bake your things. That's the process I'd go through to make it. So yeah, if you're all right with me having a play over the next couple of days, maybe you know, take some stress off you, I'm happy to. Obviously, I'll do a more thorough job than that one. So, that was just quick and dirty. I actually had a cave thing. I don't have any more. I was doing just a scene thing. I was doing a little film scene in Unreal, and I made some statues like that. They were holding, instead of your guys like that, mine were hooded like that, but they were holding stuff like that, or two were holding stuff like that, and two were holding swords. But the two holding like that had like the monks things, and they were huge statues, so they were like fire pits. And so I could put a fire particle system in there and light up the cave and everything I was making. It was it was a setting of a like an overgrown world, but in the world where Excalibur still lay in the Sword and the Stone. So yeah, I was just playing around with stuff. So, yeah, let's have a look. Is this your render, is it? Yeah, I'm liking the shot, man. How long's the entire render scene going to be? Just the 10 seconds or? 5? Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, let's have a look. All right, I'm going to take a quick break because I need to go to the toilet, man. And I will be back in a sec. Cool. Give me about 10 minutes. But hold that thought. I should have gone before I started, but I didn't. Back in a sec. Alrighty. Let's get back to it. Sorry about that. Just had to duck to the toilet. Then I opened the door and found the puppy just sitting there sleeping on the other side of the door. Give her some very thin arms. How do I want to do this? Arms coming in. And a cube. Okay, so go to your preferences, config, load UI. Current one, just save UI and then save it somewhere. But yeah, you got those two there. So I'll do that again. So you want to go up to preferences, load your UI, and then select the one you've selected. And then what I do is I'll save the one I've loaded into the actual ZBrush file. So it's there and all my configs are there. Well, that's a point, yeah. I also might have some brushes in my brush thingy that you don't have because I've got some custom ones in here. But that's easy enough just to change them out and put ones you want. Okay, so preferences, load UI, and then wherever you've saved them, it should load it up. In config, yep. Sphere. What yet? Nice. Yeah, so you just hit edit, make polysphere 3D, and all the other buttons should show up. No, so if you just hit edit on your sphere, because you've just dragged the sphere out, and then change it to make polymesh 3D, all the other buttons will show up, or they should do. Give that a try and tell me what happens. Yep, that's it, mate. That's my layout. I believe. Construct. I'm just double checking it on mine. Yeah, you're not missing anything. Cool. That's all right, man. Yeah, I just moved all the buttons I use a lot, so I don't have to keep going into the menus. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if it's on there, but if you hit V for that, there's a menu up there, Jace Custom. That's other buttons as well. Mirror, mirror, and well, all those things, deformation stuff. And then B is my brush menu, but that's a hotkey I've got it set to, so I don't know if you have to do that separately on your end or not. Oh, does it? That's strange. It's showing up in your screenshot. Seems to be fine, but oh, I use the pen display. Okay, right, yeah. So yeah, mine's just calibrated to my monitor, man. I use AOX, two AOX, 27-inch ones. So I just haven't upgraded my monitors in a while, so I'm thinking about getting bigger ones, but I don't know. No, not as of yet. I'm going to get around to it. No, I need to. But these kind of work for me as they are. Because, you know, I predominantly use stuff with 3D printing, so color on that's... Yeah, gotcha. Oh. I've got a helper now. She's asleep at my feet. She's not a very good helper. Right, we've got the arm layout there. Arms will be on the outside. Like long piano type fingers. Just got it wrong. Thumbs on the outside. Always get that back to front. What's screwing up my left from my right? Ironically, mate, like color in that I look more in value because I'm colorblind, completely colorblind. So I can only tell colors by their grayscale values in that. So unlike the millions and millions of colors available, I can only really see 250. Well, can't see, can deduce 256 different colors. So, you know, I know what shade of green is and so forth. But an example is highlighters. They're all exactly the same value, but different colors. So I can't tell those apart, which is quite funny. Now, if I I love this elevator music. I just want to rough out her hair. I want to do it at least. 12:03. All right. Take another quick break. And I'll be back. this. Tilt her hand in. The ultimate donut. That sounds like a mission, man. Absolutely. That's like a very worthwhile holiday, by the way. Okay, let's go back to where do I put the hair? There. Hey, Anya Taylor Joy hair. or something. I don't know how this works. Whoa, what did I do there? Thank you. Rip this function button off. Roughing out at this stage. Curved tubes. All right. Oh. Apply mirror mode. Got touch. Yeah, no, it's fine. Fingers. This one might be down a little bit underneath that. Brush them over a bit. trying to get the get the bottom half, but we'll see how it goes. Might have her from that angle. Yeah, 85, what's that look like? 50, 35. Right. Let's see, we'll turn it down. You know, we kind of got to figure out a clothing just to mess around with it. Actually, I'll do our arms a bit more. The top and bottom down. Thank you. Everyone does that. Make it a little bit jacked. So obviously it's hard work in space or on your alien ship. Still got to do manual labor. Well, it's on. All right. Okay, I'm just going to open up another file that I'm working on. It's just something I'm working on for a streamer who I follow. See if we can get on with them. Oh, X. Actually, move. Should be against the head. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, go for it if you want. I'm not fussed. Like I said, I'm going to sculpt them out for you anyway, so I make them 3D printable. ZBrush. No, it's ZBrush. It's not Blender. I've got to do all three. 1, 2, 3. Ah, no. Gotta love the old crushes, don't you? Right. So going to display. What is going on with my... There we go. Cool. And I just killed his whiskers. These ears are irritating me because I have a very, very specific angle and peak. But because I've got them curved in, maybe that's the issue. Lucky for that crash then. Oh, I've got to turn this music off. I'm just going to turn off that. All right, guys. So that's going to be it for the night. I'm going to carry on tomorrow night with, we go with what I'm working on at the moment. Go to, so that's what we're working on. And we will carry on with it. But we'll see how that goes. Why is that unlocked? So yeah, we'll carry on. We'll start refining everything here. Definitely blocking out the hair, the clothing, and our hands and our actual arms. But yeah, close it. I'll just got that. So, and yeah, I don't know the angle. I'm probably going to have her there. I want her looking down at us, like she's looking at something here affectionately. I don't know, like the light coming down onto her face. And then I want an orb floating, or some things floating. I don't know. I'm going to change the angle of her arms. So I'll have one crossing over the other, so it's more like that, like cradling it. But I'll do that later. And then her dress, I'm just going to do like a flowy kind of, like almost sheer type robe. But yeah, I might give her some different bone form, or kind of, excuse me, outer kind of forms on her skin. I'm not sure yet. Where are we? Standards. So turn that down. I just want to sharpen up here. But yeah, we're getting there. So yeah, anyway, thanks for sticking around. Whoever came on and had a look, to YouTube and to you guys here. It's amazing. And I thank you. So take care. See you later.